Mm, mm, apologies. Sorry, I'm trying to refit the screen. It was really dumb. Hi, I'm Holly Flink. Oh, I did it again. So sorry for whoever that is. Apologies. It's just my background. I'm not stealing it, I promise. I'm gonna go ahead and show you my Photoshop stuff. Kind of the skills I picked up in Photoshop. And some of it's gonna be bad because I, was a noob when I first started. But I'm proud of a lot of stuff that I've done in Photoshop, so it's gonna be pretty fun. Here's the first thing. So, let me explain. I need to get the logo for them to put on the soccer ball so that it looks cooler. But this is ASO Region 602, and they are the soccer organization that I played for my entire life, basically, and I made a fun little kind of logo for them. It looks kind of derpy to me a little bit, but it's like, oh, you got some grass, which I could probably remake this, but I don't need to. And I was gonna put their logo here and maybe an orange here or something. And their colors are red, which is why there's a lot of red. But they're in Covina, which is known for being oranges a long time ago. So this is just a fun little logo I made on the side, and it's actually pretty cute looking. And I would like to get the ASO logo for them right here, and I can ask my dad because my dad's VRC. Sorry, I'm just gonna move my little thing again. My little thingy again. Hold on, let me make sure it's still recording. It's still recording. Don't worry, guys. Guys, don't worry, it's still recording. So there's that. Let's see. This is one of the bad ones. This was an assignment for one I took Intro to Photoshop, and it was a portrait of yourself, basically, and you had to create a self-portrait of what you think of yourself. So there's kind of two sides of me. I would like to think of as part of me to be pretty and cute, and this is when I have pretty hair too, so I looked pretty. And then this is the side that I don't like, which is why it has this kind of effect, and there's all this kind of stuff going on, and it's supposed to be like versus each other, and these are the different parts of me, and this is who I am. So it's not that good. And it looks very stupid. But this is when I was first starting out, so it's better than what I can say. But anyways, moving on. This one is pretty neat. This was a collage that we had to put together of, kind of, and I would actually kind of like to redo this one. But it was supposed to be put a collage together of like photos of something, and I did Alice in Wonderland. So you have Alice falling down, and these are some of the main characters, and these are some great pictures of those characters. And at first you have Cheshire over here, and they all have shadows because we were supposed to play with shadows, and there's a bit there that's pissing me off and whatnot. And I tried to do a gradient but I don't know anything about gradients. She also has a shadow. He has a shadow, she has a shadow, it's the Red Queen, the Queen of Hearts, and then Tweedledee and Tweedledum, and then the Mad Hatter, and you have Alice falling down. So everything is actually really kind of nicely put together. There's just, the images are really fuzzy, because they're bad images for Photoshop. But it was a fun project, and I did a pretty good job. Let's move on. I made this for a class, which is why it looks stupid, so we're not going to talk about it. I don't know what class it's for, but then I made this. So this is the front... Sorry, I'm choking on nothing. This is the front of a business card that I put together for myself. If I ever got the chance to make a studio, this is what I would call it, Nerd Serpent Studios, and this is kind of the logo and business card that I created for Nerd Serpent Studios as a cute little fun joke, but if I ever did, would be definitely... I'd probably get someone to actually create the snake, since I just kind of stole that idea, or stole the picture. The glasses I kind of made myself. But yeah, it's just Nerd Serpent Studios, and it's supposed to be a little business card you hand somebody, so that's the front of it. This is the back of it, right? So it's got my name, who I am, the logo is definitely still there, so there's my name, and what I am, the website with the cute little like website logo, my phone number, which this is correct. So go ahead and spam me text messages and calls. I won't answer them. This is all fake though. None of this exists. But this is our email. You know, this is our social media platforms. And I kind of made all of them and whatnot. So I know how to do business cards, and they're really fun to do. I love making them. So if you want me to make a business card, hit me up. I don't have the back of this business card. Here's another business card that I made for a business project that we had to do. It's called Let's Get Help, and it's a little project that I designed. And this is the front of it, and he's a little smiley green. It's called Let's Get Help. And then this is the back of it, which has Let's Get Help, online professional psychiatric help, to kind of tell you what it is, the website, and where you can find the app for it. So that's the back of the website. It was a really quick thing that I put together, because why not? I also need to look at links, because, well, all of my stuff is in here as PNGs. Yeah, look at all these pictures of me. Gross. I'm weird right now. It's like 9. It's only 9 o'clock, and I'm like acting like it's 3 in the morning. Anyways, moving on. Oh, that's what that is. It's a Christmas card that I also created, and it looks kind of dumb because the picture looks dumb because my phone is dumb. But I'm gonna make a new one for Christmas, which is gonna look better. So there's that. Here's something we had to make. So we had to make our own little, these are like picture or pattern overlays in Photoshop, and I made a coffee theme because I love coffee, like no one's business. So everything you see as a pattern overlay, this pattern overlay is basically the background. It's just to show you coffee. The picture frame has just kind of a cute little leaf form with this weird, like, stencil over it. The Folgers has like a nice warm scented, it's got like these little patterns. This is like fiery hot for the actual like coffee. These are coffee beans, which are like red because the coffee beans were in the shape of a heart when I took the picture. This is also at my old apartment. And all of these cups have a theme based on their cup. So this is a Rick and Morty, and I use kind of colors from Rick and Morty. This is a Laughlin kind of coffee prescription mug, so it's got like fun little prescription colors. It's a gross yellow with like blue and red dots. And then this is a Jacksepticeye mug, so you kind of got these eyeballs. This is an Achievement Hunter mug. So it's got like the star logo. I don't know what this one is. I can't remember. Oh, it might be my Ghost Rider mug, which is from Knott's Berry Farm. And it's got like sheriff badges on them. This is a mug that a friend of mine gave to me, so it's got hearts on it. And I don't know what this mug is at all. I can't think of it at the top of my head. So, it was a fun little coffee thing that we had to do with pattern overlays, and it looks kind of dumb. I'm going to say that about everything I do, because everything I do is dumb. So here is my favorite pastime, which is digital paintings, and this one's not too good. But digital paintings are basically use the brush tool and then the mixer brush tool and mix all the colors in together, and it creates this. And you do the water. I'm only good at this part. The sky, you can tell, looks stupid because I have no idea how to digitally paint a sky. So there's that. I love digital painting. This was another fun project that we had, and it was a reoccurring dream. And when I made this, I kept having a reoccurring dream about this girl who would get axed in the neck. And sometimes there was sometimes it was just her in a white room getting axed in the neck. Sometimes there was flowers in the background. Sometimes there was this weird shadowy creature thing. Sometimes there was blood, and sometimes there wasn't. It was a really weird dream. Sometimes I was the one holding the axe. Sometimes I was watching the person axe them, but I never actually saw the woman's face or the man's face doing the axing. It was a really weird thing. We're not going to talk about it, though, so it's fine. Anyways, moving on. So we had to make an infograph, which I don't understand infographs for game design. It's really hard. I did make this for a comm class. And so I kind of just put it all together in a thing, and it looks kind of dumb. Anyways, moving on, because that one's kind of boring. Oh, I know what you are. I don't need to show this off. Because I've already have. This is for a game that we worked on in a class of mine. I was like, what brush do I have right now? So I kind of just put this together. But we actually never used those because it took too much time to print them out and whatnot. Oh. Ready to see more ugly pictures of me? Oh, that's not the one I was expecting it to be. We're just gonna go ahead and actually not both. Yes, I don't remember what the assignment was. Yeah, so the goal for this assignment was to, I didn't do it with this picture, but we had to glamorize ourselves, make us look like super pretty, right? Control V. Sorry. Oh. Never mind then. But so I removed a bunch of blemishes off my face and touched up my eyebrows a bit, and I gave myself really stupid looking lipstick that stands out and doesn't match my hair at all. It was a really dumb assignment. No, don't say it. Anyway, here's another digital painting. This is a really boring video. I'm just bored right now, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make some videos. This is an ice mountain. It looks way better than my first digital painting. I have done nothing with the sky because I don't know how to, but let's go ahead and do this. And it looks way better. It's got pretty water reflection that actually looks like a reflection. And this was all really fun to do, and it takes a lot of time and effort, which is why I haven't done any. Oops. I keep doing that. No, because I didn't do anything. Oh, yeah. This was a not so fun project that we had to do. We had to kind of combine landscapes, and you could totally tell that none of my landscapes fit together at all. I just really wanted to use this pink forest, and it said no. This kind of looks like it could be a thing. Like the mountains look pretty like there and not like they've just been mashed together, but everything below that does not. Like, ooh, dog. You know what I'm saying? It actually looks like it fits in. But this part does not. But, you know, I was a wee lad when I did it. No, because I didn't do anything. This is a thing that I don't think I've shown off yet. But this is a movie poster that I made for Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Trademark. Just, the Warner Brothers. And what's her name? J.K. Rowling. Which it looks okay, but there's some problems with the blending here and here. And these two should definitely be flipped because it's like, this is the most important thing, but it's really not. Like, this was supposed to be. It just works so much better if it was like if it being here, and this probably could have moved down to here and this cut really cut. I don't know. It was a really hard assignment, but it looks pretty good. It was pretty fun actually. This is my Outlast cover, which is way better looking, in all honesty. Although, so don't mind this. There was a template over this that kind of sectioned off. That's why there's like this. I pointed with my finger. There's a sliver here with the Steam thing in Outlast, because it was like there was a template for how big the game cover was supposed to be, so it's technically supposed to be cut off anyways. But this picture doesn't really fit in with this. I absolutely love this picture, and these all kind of, this one didn't really blend in that well with this, but they blend in really well together. And Outlast is like there, and everyone was like, this is hard to see, and I'm like, yeah, that's their logo. I didn't do that. I just copied and pasted the logo onto the case. I didn't do that. Like, everybody was so mad at me for it being that way, and I was like, I didn't do that. That was just the way that it was. And it's got the Red Barrels logo and the type of game that it is. And then this right here is the entire summary. I did Outlast. It has both the DLC. I did both the DLC and the actual game, like, on one cover, which is why you have him here. So it has both the DLC and the actual game description of what each game is. And this is a quote from the game that I just put there, and these are photos from the actual game, and both of these are from Outlast, and both of these are from Whistleblower. It's got the mature thing, Red Barrel's website, Red Barrel's logo, Steam logo, because that's where you can find it, and the Scantron thing. And then this is like when you folded the little crease line on the outside of the case, it just says Outlast and the Steam thing. So this one actually went a little bit better. Went weller. That's a word, right? Oh, this is the poster. Oh no. This is an audition poster that I made, which took me like 10 million tries to do. So we had open auditions for the 48-hour film festival, and I made like a really small kind of poster for it, and it just says looking for actors for the 48-hour film festival, audition dates, shoot dates, location, and contact. So all kind of together. These are really far apart from each other, whereas these are really close. So here's the thing. I also should have put this down here, but anyway, this is the open auditions photo, poster thing. So that was fun. This one is another digital painting. A lot of digital paintings. I like digital paintings. Okay, it's fun. I attempted a background. If you can tell, it looks like garbage. But anyways, it actually looks like a mountainside, and that's the actual picture. So, trees are really hard to do because they have like so much detail for every single leaf, and it's really hard. Anyways, no. So there's that one. Then we have, oh, it was Rock Mountain. We have Star Mountain. Which is not done at all. So that's the mountain, and there is a tree there, which has been a pain in my ass, as you can tell. So it looks better with the picture right now because I haven't blended everything. So it looks like I actually did a pretty good job with this, making it look like a tree. I kind of figured it out so I can do all of these. This is going to be a pain in the ass because they actually look like trees, and if I do this, these are also trees, and this is a tree, and it doesn't look like a tree at all. They just look like green squares. This will be fun too, doing this. I'm trying to attempt this. I haven't done the water yet because I'm trying to get this stuff out of the way, then I'll do the water, and I'm not doing the sky because I don't even know how to do a star sky. So that'll be fun. I actually have an idea to do that sky, which will kind of be fun and exciting, maybe. No, because I didn't do anything. Somebody's texting me. It's nobody. Don't worry about it. Anyways. That's probably everything. What's this? Oh, is this my Pass Your Trash board that I never showed anybody ever? Well, actually, it should be part of Pass Your Trash. Yeah, Pass Your Trash. It was an obvious game that we had to make for for one of my classes, for a board game class, which I think is pretty obvious. The game kind of starts out with a pile of colored cards, depending on these colors that sit right there. And it's like obvious, right? You said someone sits here, here, and here, and it's like, oh, card. Pass it to this person. They take a card and pass it to that person and that person. I left my game alone for like 15 minutes, and friends of mine played it, and they totally understood it without me even explaining it to them. So that's a good thing, and it's just a Pass Your Trash thing in the middle. And that was the only thing that you had was just your title of your game. So then it also makes sense with Pass Your Trash. Oh, so pass cards that I don't want, and the cards on the inside had symbols for every card, and then you got a to win card. It said to win on the back of it, and you needed those cards to win the game, basically. So there's I keep going close to this mic because this mic has like a cover now. Like my mic is like a couple backs away from this, like the cover that they have in front of mics, and it's like really nice, and I can get like super close to the mic, and there's a cover in front of it, and it's like super fun to make, and I feel like I'm on a podcast, or that like I'm a YouTuber, or like I'm like singing my song, write my song in like a music studio. Sorry, that was probably really loud and really disturbing and really stupid, and that was probably gross because I started scratching it. Those are hard for me not to touch because I just want to like hang all over it. It's got an arm and everything. I'm really excited about it. I don't know if you can tell. I'm really annoying. No one's ever gonna watch this video because I don't have any subscribers. Unless I kind of want to do a thing for my channel where like I'm just venting. Welcome to Holly Flink Vents. This is a new show that I'll be starting about how I vent about my life while I show you some dumb things on the internet or things that I've done. It's, it's a thing. It's a thing and a half. But I want to start kind of posting on Instagram and things like, hey guys, I have a YouTube channel. You should check it out sometime. I'm really fucking annoying. But if you want to watch some stupid fucking videos about a person who talks about her projects, have fun. Because my projects are hilarious when I talk about them. Because, I'm always like, oh, this looks stupid, that's dumb, I'm not good at all, I'm lame. Anyways, this is my Photoshop project. Yay. Oh, I can show you this picture because I did that. Look at me, guys. I'm so talented. Oh my god. You guys should totally see this video. It's called What Am I Doing? Pixel art. What? Sorry, I'm fucking dumb. Oh my god, it's my Google Drive. Also, my videos have like no endings or beginnings. They just kind of start with me being like, hey, I'm Holly Flink. I'll probably also do a video about a movie genre thing that I'm doing, because I like movies too. Oh my god, I love talking about movies. Anyways, go check out my last video, and check out some of my other videos, and totally like, subscribe for more stupid random shit. Don't really, like, why are you gonna fucking... I'm not supposed to cuss. Why are you gonna even subscribe? Who cares? There's just projects that I did for school. Oh no. How exciting, Holly. It's so stupid. I'm enjoying this mic way too much. I'm sorry. I'm really annoying. Anyways. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!